I'm Eitan Mady, and you are watching A Taste of New York. Come with us into the kitchen of BLT Prime with Chef Cliff Crooks as he takes us on a culinary adventure using our favorite seasoning, Vegeta.
To me, it's more of a flavor booster. It adds the salt component and it's got this umami quality to it. So it's actually very easy to use once you break out of your mind that it's not a typical spice that you're going to pull off the shelf. It's incredibly in-depth. It's very well-rounded. I really like it a lot. So first step in making our beet salad preparation is we're going to start with the dukkha. Now it's very important to toast off all of our spices. And what's most important is toasting them off individually because they don't all toast at the exact same time, right? So we're going to start with our cumin here. And then once we get to the point where we are happy with the toast, again, you're going to watch the color change slightly. You're going to get nice and dark. We're actually going to cool our spices off. Now we have the ground cumin, the ground coriander, mixed with our black and white sesame and our toasted cardamom powder. And this, along with the Vegeta, is now our dukkha. So it's just a seeded dukkha, okay, that we're gonna use for our beet salad. So we have our beautiful roasted red beets. I'm just gonna put a couple of those in a bowl and just a little bit more olive oil. I am going to add a little fresh cracked pepper. We're going to go ahead, we're going to toss this lightly. And we're just going to go ahead and arrange our beets in the bowl. We're going to go ahead and take these raspberries and we're just going to plop them, right? You know, as artfully as possible. Now we are going to add our Vegeta dukkha. Once again, it's seeded dukkha, so white sesame seed, black sesame seed, our Vegeta, cardamom, cumin.
Because I just want to make sure I can get the raspberry with the beet. That is delicious. The texture and the seasoning really bring out the flavor of the beets. And the raspberry is just perfect on top. I never would have thought of pairing a raspberry with a beet, but it works so nicely.
For our second dish, we're going to make a shrimp and tomato toast, again, using our Vegeta. So in order to make the tomato base for our toast, we have a nice warm pan. We're going to start with our extra virgin olive oil and our minced shallot. Once our shallot is translucent, we're going to add our quarter tomatoes. So what we're looking for with the tomato is for the tomato to start breaking down, releasing all of that liquid. We want the skins to start falling off, and then we're going to continue with the rest of the process of the recipe. So now, once our tomatoes have stewed down to this point, we are now going to season with our Vegeta, a little bit of sugar, and then 1 stem of basil. That's going to go right in there. We're going to add our sherry vinegar. We want this just below a simmer. What's going to happen now is that the rest of that basil, all the oils from the basil, everything is going to just infuse into the tomato and give us a nice, beautiful sauce. So now here we are with our finished product. We're going to move on to the shrimp. What we're actually going to do is just take it off the fire, right, and leave it in there. What we have here, we have some beautiful Argentine red shrimp, okay? And I have a very simple marinade in here, okay, of sliced garlic, oregano, a little bit of crushed red pepper, extra virgin olive oil, and our Vegeta. So I'm going to take the shrimp, we're going to marinate our shrimp using our Vegeta lace marinade. Now, when marinating shrimp, this marinade you can put on like a minimum an hour before you are going to grill or broil or saute your shrimp. Anywhere from an hour and up to 5 hours. So we're going to take our tomato, our Vegeta tomato, right? And I've got just very simply a beautifully grilled piece of sourdough toast that's just been coated with olive oil, grilled very straight away. We'll take our tomato, top our toast. Okay, so we have our shrimp. And then I like things in nice bite-sized pieces, only because it's easier to eat. So I'm just going to cut these shrimp right in half. And really, just go ahead, get crazy. You want a nice loaded toast. So we got some picked parsley leaves, all right, and we have some thin sliced red onion that has been soaked in ice water in order to take that hot onion bite out of it. So we're going to go ahead and mix that. So everyone's going to go right in a pool over here. Mix together. We're going to take some of that same lemon vinaigrette and dress everything nicely. And now here's where you can get, fancy, and you can just throw it on. But really, you want to make sure that, you're hitting every piece of the toast so it has an element of the red onion and of the parsley.
So my favorite part of the day was this shrimp and tomato toast. This smokiness and just the freshness of this shrimp. This is crazy.
It's the #1 selling seasoning in Europe, so it's not surprising. And just as you used in the recipe, you were able to use the Vegeta and not use salt, which is an amazing substitute.
Correct. Right. Vegeta it's 100% natural. It's got all the ground vegetables that are possible, plus the addition of black pepper. So it's a one-stop seasoning shop. Will really up your cooking game to just another level. It's quite versatile.